that you're staying there, find a body that will be there with you. And then, the more I pray, the more I discover the depths of God and His Word. You know, there's a lot of people know all about God that they want to know, which is nothing. There are people today who know that there is a God that exists. And they know that He had a Son named Jesus. And they will tell you, I'm a Christian. You would not know it by their Facebook post.
I know.
But there are people today who swear up and down they know about God, and they know God. But the more I pray, the more I discover the depths of God in His Word. You see, the more you spend time reading His Bible, the more His Bible goes through you.
Amen.
That's right. That's right.
We don't worship the Bible, and there are a lot of translations of the Bible. Some of them are good, some of them are not so good. But all of them add something to us. And people use the fact that there are so many translations. Well, we can't know what the truth is. You know why you can't know what the truth is? 2 reasons.
Don't read it.
You don't want to know the truth, or you do know the truth and it cuts across the line of your sin.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to hear that because it makes you uncomfortable. Well, the preaching of the gospel doesn't comfort the afflicted and afflict the comforted. It's not the preaching of the gospel.
Amen. Amen.
And so we have to understand that the more we know, the more we pray, the more we read, the more we're going to appreciate God. Make your ways known to me, Lord. Teach me your paths. Don't give me a religion. Don't give me religious talk. Don't give me rules and regulations. Give me the relationship between a father and a child. Show me how I am to relate to a father who loves me. Show me how I'm to relate to my brothers and to my sisters. And do you know why God uses the terms brothers and sisters? So we will treat people of the opposite sex with the respect that they deserve. Paul told Timothy, you treat the older women like mothers, the younger women like sisters. Because nobody wants to kiss their sister. Isn't that what they say tying a ball game is like? I mean, what's the point? We need to understand, folks, that God will make His ways known to us. And He will teach us His paths if we'll learn them. And then here's another one. I am a better spouse, a better parent, a better friend because of His love for me and my faith in Him. Now I'm going to tell you something. I put a scripture verse behind every one of these 10 that I have shown you until I got to this one. And you know why I don't put a scripture verse up there? Because I don't need the Bible to tell me that I know that it's made a difference in my life.
Amen.
The very fact that you're not running away when you see me is proof. The very fact that my wife is still with me after all these years, the very fact that my son still calls me father and my grandchildren call me papa, is proof to me that I am better than I would have been had I not known Jesus Christ.
Amen.
I can look at my family, I can look at my friends, I can go to different towns, I can go to Miami, I can go to Jacksonville, I can even go up to a little town in Kentucky, and I can find people who will remember me and say, yes, I'm better because you were in my life. And folks, God has made a difference in my life. And so I'm a better husband, I'm a better friend, I'm a better parent. Everything about me is better. And I don't need the Bible to tell me that. Why? Because you, the living epistles, written of God, read of men, are the best scripture for that. And then there's one more. I know God has plans for me regardless of how the future looks at any moment in time.
Right.
Right now, I don't know what you were looking at in your windshield. I don't know what you were looking at down the road. Some of you may be facing something that no one else in here has any idea of. Now, I know our kids are getting ready to go back to school. And all the fears and all the tremblings and everything like that. Come Thursday, there's going to be more stomach aches in Walton County than you can shake a stick at. because that's the day school starts back. But folks, look what it said in Jeremiah 33:3. Call to me and I will answer you and I will tell you great incomprehensible things that you do not know. God has a plan for us. That's what I said from the very beginning. He has a plan for us. And He knows what those things are going to be. Because you see, God don't just see down the road, He sees around the corner. Then number 10, God provides me with all I really need in life.
That's right.
I asked you a while ago, has God ever let you down? Sometimes we don't get what we want, but we get what we need.
Amen.
Because God is concerned about what we need, not what we want.
Yes.
Our problem as people is we want something so bad to the point where we think we need it. And it's not the same. Psalm 23, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. If you will memorize just this one part of the 23rd Psalm, it will help you from sinning the most hideous sin that leads to almost every other one of them. Coveting. Why does a man go after another woman? Because he covets her. Why does a woman go after another man? Because she covets her. Why does a man work so hard and ignores his family to get all the stuff? Because he's coveting. Why do children leave their family? Because they don't like what's going on. They like what their neighbors have because they're coveting. But if we will get this, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. When I see a motorcycle that's better than mine, not too many are, but I say, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. When I see an old truck or a car with fins on it, when I went through Louisiana the other day, I saw a car lot that had nothing but old cars, and all these cars with fins on there, I was saying, the Lord is my shepherd, 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 the Lord is my shepherd. Folks, I want to tell you something. Whenever we get to the place where He is all we need and all we want, we're going to be amazed at how much stuff we actually have in our life.
That's right.
These things, they will never have full impact on our wealth or world, however, until we take them seriously. These 10 points apply to all of them, but they will never have the full impact on our world that they could have until we take them seriously. The Scripture says judgment begins with the house of God.
Amen.
And if we get right, then the world can get right. We will never have the influence that we really want to have in this world until God rules over our lives.
That's right.
When God is our ruler and we live according to His plan, then we will start to have influence. And these 10 reasons why it's great to be a man or a woman of God will make sense, not only to us, but to the rest of the world. The people closest to us can experience the difference of a person who has let God have control rather than a person who has religion that they blithely cast over everyone else, hoping like a net to pull someone in. I've cast a net over fish. I've caught fish with a hook. I've even shot at them with a bow. Folks, whenever we go to influence people, it's not with a net of religion. It's not with a spear or a bow. It's not even with a hook, but it's with the love of Jesus Christ in a life that has been changed, and then other lives will be changed because of it. Being a true person of God is required to enjoy a sustained spirit of worship in our churches and our home instead of just going on to the next thing. What do you mean? Okay, well, we finished with church now. Let's go on to the next thing. The next thing will always be there if it's your next thing. If it's not, it wasn't yours to start with.
That's right.
Fathers, we sing a song of invitation.